Hi everybody, my name is Katie at KDM Fitness, and today I'm doing a low impact, low intensity cardio workout. I will be using weights and a band for the workout today, but as always, the equipment is optional. Let's go ahead and start warming up. Let's start with the grapevine. This time we're going to add a knee. We're going to change it again. We're going to add a leg curl. We've got two more. Here's one. Hold it here and heel taps to the front. We're going to cross this over. We've got jump rope in 4, 3, 2, 1, and bounce on the balls of your feet or come all the way up for that hop. We're going to twist and reach after this. We have 4, 3, 2, 1. Take those feet out wide. Twist and reach. That arm comes straight across the chest. All right, this time we're going to reach overhead, extend that arm up. Four, 3, 2, 1. All right, we're going to step back. We're going to press those hips forward. Feel that stretch run down the front of the hip. And then we're going to step in. We're going to step back with the other leg. So we're going to alternate this for 4 more. Here's 4, 3, 2, and 1. And we're going to hold this one here. We're going to come forward on that front leg and we're going to exhale forward. And bend your knee, press your foot to the floor and bring that up. We're going to do that one more time. Exhale forward. And bend your knee, press your foot to the floor. We're going to come on that back leg. Toes come up on the front leg and we're going to pull those toes back toward the shin. And relax that down. Let's leg curl here. Four, 3, 2, 1. Let's bring that other foot forward. So we've got that staggered stance. Inhale up and exhale forward. And bend that knee, press your foot to the floor and come up. Do that again. Big breath in, exhale forward. And bend your knee, press your foot into the floor. And we're going to come onto that back leg. Toes are up. Pull those toes back towards your shin. And relax that down. Let's come back to heel taps, and this time we're going to do some arm circles. Now you can start to add a bounce here if you're feeling warm. And circle the other way. Here's 2 and 1. Step touch here. All right, we're going to take our feet out wide. We're going to come into a side lunge and we're going to alternate the sides. So bend and straighten and add those arms and reach. Reach overhead. We're going to hold in 3, 2, 1. Hold on this side. You can be on your forearm or your hand. And then we're going to take that other arm, we're going to twist around and back to the center and hold. Bring it to the other side. And place your forearm, twist around with that other arm. And back to the center and hold. And bring that up. All right, take in a deep breath. And exhale. All right, so that's it for the warm-up. Go ahead and grab a quick drink, and then we're going to jump right into this cardio workout. All right, so first up we have a squat with a knee. So we're going to squat, knee, squat, knee. Get ready. 3, 2, 1. So it's a squat, knee, squat, knee. So remember to keep that bend at the knee small if you need to. If you can come into a deeper squat and knee. But you're either way, even if you're keeping that bend small, you're still pushing the hips back like you're going to sit in a chair. And then you straighten knee. Now, if you want to make this harder, you can explode up on the toes and knee, up on the toes, knee. We've got 4 more. Here's 4, 3, last one. All right, keep those feet moving. We're going to grab some light weights for this next exercise, and we're going to do a modified jack with the weights. Get ready. 3, 2, 1. You can start to add in a bounce. Four, 3, 2, 1. Step touch here. We're going to hang on to these weights. We're going to use them for this next exercise. In fact, we're going to use them for the next 2, so we're going to have them for a little bit. If you need to, you can set them down in between. All right, so we're going to step behind and in, step behind, in. Now you can add a little bounce here to make it harder, or you can bring that into a curtsy lunge to make that harder. Here's 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Keep those feet moving. All right, so we have a high knee next, so we're going to start with arms overhead. We're going to bring those weights under the leg if you can. If not, you're just going to bring it to the thigh, to the knee, lower leg, wherever it is that you can reach it. Get ready. 3, 2, 1. So palms are facing out. Now they could face in. I'm going to face mine out. Make sure you're standing up nice and tall. Here's 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. Let's set those down and keep your feet moving. All right. Keep those feet going. The next exercise is going to be side lunge for 3, 2, 1. We're going to step onto that leg for a knee. And then 3, 2, 1, other side. Keep those feet going. Get ready. 3, 2, 1. So here's 3, 2, 1, knee. 3, 2, 1, knee. 3, 2, 1. Keep that going. If you mess up, it's no big deal. Just keep moving. Have fun with it. Now you can add a little bounce on the ball of your foot to make that harder. We have 3 more. Here's 3, 2, and 1. All right, so next up we're going to come back to squats. So we're going to squat for 2, and we're going to cross for 2. 3, 2, 1. So squat for 2 and cross for 2. So elbow comes to opposite knee. Now, if you needed to make this easier, you could tap, tap. You're still getting that twist here. We have 3 more. And last one here. All right, keep those feet moving. We're going to come to the wall for this next exercise. We have 2 push-ups and 2 back lunges. So we're going to step away from the wall so that our arms are extended. Keep your feet moving as you watch. So 2 push-ups, and then we're going to come off the wall. We're going to step back, and then we're going to repeat that. So get ready. 3, 2, 1. So 2 push-ups, and then we're going to step back, alternating the legs. Now you can bring that into a lunge. Keep that going. Remember, good posture. Shoulders are back. Belly button pulled in. All right, let's do 2 more. And last one. All right, keep those feet moving. All right, so we're going to take this side to side, keep those feet moving. We're just going to step big to either side. So side to side, get ready. 3, 2, 1. So a big step to the side. Now you can add a little hop here, a little bounce. You can bring that and hold that up, or you can bring that into a half squat here, bringing that low, making that lower body work harder. Keep that going. Here's 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, we're going to pick up the band for this next one. All right. My band broke on me just yesterday, so I've got to put mine together here. All right, so we're going to, let me turn sideways. So toes are going to face forward, and we're going to step back with the one leg. Toes are going to face out to the side, or you can bring that into a lunge. But we're going to pull with the band, and we're going to alternate the sides. 3, 2, 1. So pull and pull. Four, 3, keep that elbow up. 2, and 1. All right, let's set that down. And we've got a shuffle, and we're going to bounce on the balls of the feet for 4, and then we're going to shuffle the other way. So get ready. 3, 2, 1. Here's 4. 3, 2, 1. 4, 3, 2, 1. 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep that going. Two more. Last one. All right. Keep your feet moving. All right, go ahead and get a drink. We're going to go through all of those exercises. Again, we're going to go through 2 more rounds, and then we'll cool down and stretch. All right, so we're going to start back with that squat knee. 3, 2, 1. So squat, knee, squat, knee. You can explode on the toes before adding that knee. So keep that going. Here's 4, 3, 2, and 1. Grab those weights for jumping jacks. 3, 2, 1. Add in a little bounce to make that a little harder. Get that heart rate up just a little more. 6, 3, 2, 1. All right. So in our first round, we used our weights for this next exercise, but I didn't realize until we had used our band later, we should have used our band for that one because I knew I had 2 exercises with bands, and it's for this one. So when we step behind, we're going to pull that band. Yeah. So keep those feet moving. All right, so we're going to grab this band at about shoulder width, and as we step, we're going to pull. So get ready. 3, 2, 1. So step and pull. So you're going to start with your hands at about shoulder width, and then you're going to pull out wide, bringing that band toward the chest. All right, so remember you can add a hop here or a little bounce, or you can bring this into a curtsy lunge to make this harder. Here's 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, now grab your weights for this next one. We've got that high knee. Get ready. 3, 2, 1. Let's take this forward for 4, 3, 2, 1, and back for 4, 3, 2, 1. Front to back. Three, 2, and 1. Hold it here for 2 more. Last one. All right. Set that down. All right, feet come out wide for that side lunge. 1, 2, 3, knee. Get ready. 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, knee. 1, 2, 3, knee. Two more. Last one. We have 2 squats, 2 crosses. Get ready. 3, 2, 1. We have 4 left. Here's 4. One more. All right, we're on the wall for this next one. 2 push-ups and 2 step backs. 3, 2, 1. So hands are shoulder height and shoulder width. Now to make it harder, you come into that lunge, or you can push from the wall. That might get your heart rate up a little bit. We have 3 more. Last one here. All right. We've got that long step to either side. 3, 2, 1. You can add a bounce. Six, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, grab your band. We have that reverse lunge with the pull. 3, 2, 1. All right, so make sure that elbow stays up parallel to the floor. Wrists are strong. Belly button pulled in. Shoulders back. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Set that down. One more exercise and we'll get a drink, and then we have one round left. So we're shuffle and bounce on the ends. Get ready. 3, 2, 1. So shuffle and then bounce for 4. Now you can come all the way up for that hop. Make it a little harder that way. Two more. Keep that going. All right. Grab a drink, and we're going to finish this up. All right, get ready for that squat knee. 3, 2, 1. Now you can come up for a little hop, or you can just keep that as a bounce on the balls of the feet. Two more. Last one. All right, grab your weights. Jumping jacks are next. 3, 2, 1. Here's 4. 3, 2, 1. Grab your band. Three, 2, 1. Gonna step behind and pull. Three, 2, 1. All right. Grab your weights. Keep those feet moving. We've got that high knee. 3, 2, 1. Belly button pulled in. So try not to slump when you come forward, but trying to keep that spine straight even as you're reaching. Four, 3, 2, 1. All right. Set that down. All right, we have that side lunge. 3, 2, 1. So 1, 2, 3, knee. 1, 2, 3, knee. Last one here. Two squats, 2 crosses. Three, 2, 1. So down for 2 and cross for 2. Two more. Hang in there. All right, we're going to be on the wall. 2 push-ups and 2 step backs. 3, 2, 1. Now remember, in that second round, I gave the option to push off the wall for more of a challenge. Might get that heart rate up just a little bit more. So remember that option. Let's do 2 more. Last one. All right, keep those feet moving. All right, so we are almost finished here with this workout. Hang in there. We've got that side step, alternating the sides. Get ready. 3, 2, 1. Bring it low if you want to really challenge that lower part of the body. Add in a bounce here. And you can put those two options together. Here's 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, grab your band. All right, so we're going to grab, reverse lunge. 3, 2, 1. Keep that elbow up. Lead with that elbow as you pull and squeeze through the shoulder. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. We've got that shuffle in 3, 2, 1. Keep that going. Two more. Last one. All right, keep those feet moving. All right, so that is it for the cardio. I hope you got your heart rate up. I hope you broke a little sweat. All right, go ahead and grab yourself a drink. Keep those feet moving. All right, let's take it out wide. Inhale up and exhale forward. Bend your knees and then bring your hands to your knees. We're going to sink down into this stretch. We're going to take our shoulder to opposite knee. We're going to hold. So pull those shoulders away from the ears and hold. And go to the other side. All right, let's bring it back to the center. We're going to place one hand on the floor. And so I've got my right hand facing left. And then I'm going to bring my left arm around, reach up to the ceiling. So trying not to lean toward that left side, but to stay center. Turn and look at that arm. And bring that down and switch. And back to the center. All right, let's bring that back to the legs. And we're going to inhale, extend the spine, and then exhale, round. So inhale, extend, and exhale, round. And then from here, we're going to roll all the way up. And we're going to twist and reach overhead. So extend that arm up. I think this feels so good on the spine. All right, we're going to hold it a little longer this side. Really reach and lengthen. And go to the other side and hold it here. Reach and lengthen. All right, and come back to center. Let's step back with one foot. We're going to press those hips forward, and then we're going to bring arm across the chest. Pull that shoulder away from the ear. Point your fingers back and forward, back and forward, and relax. And then see if you can pull that arm a little more, a little closer. And relax that down. Bend that knee. Trying to stand up straight here. Keep that knee in line with the other knee. And set that heel to the floor. Toes are up. Pull those toes back towards your shin. And relax that, but then lift that leg and circle through your ankle. And circle the other way. Side to side. Point flex. Wiggle through your toes. All right, let's step back with the other foot. Bring the other arm across the body. Pull that shoulder down. So don't round here. Nice and tall, shoulders back, chest out, belly button pulled in. Point your fingers back in front. And relax and pull that arm a little closer. And relax that down. Bend your knee. And set that heel to the floor. Toes are up. Pull those toes back towards your shin. And relax that, but lift that leg and circle through your ankle. Circle the other way. Take it side to side. Point flex. And wiggle through your toes. And set that down. Roll your shoulders. And circle forward. All right, we're going to open wide. Reach those hands behind your back. Shoulders are away from the ears. Bring it to the front. And relax that down. Roll the shoulders back away from the ears. Take your right ear to your right shoulder. And lift up, look right. Center and other side. Same 2 stretches. And lift up, look left. And back to center, taking a deep breath. Do that again. All right, so that is it for this cardio workout. I hope you enjoyed this workout just as much as I did. And if you did, please hit the like and subscribe buttons. And please be sure to share this video with family and friends. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. I'll see you the next time.